Well, good morning to you. Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis, and believe it or not, we're already in July. I know, seems like it was just June, and it was just June, but hey, we skipped a month. It's good to have you with us, and good to be back on the air. Glad to be joining you this morning, and it's good to see my co-host, Dr. Amy Tan, who's with us this morning as well. Amy, always good to see you.
Good morning. Always good to see you too.
Yeah, and you've been running this morning?
I did. How about you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah. It was actually it was humid as heck out there, but you know, that's just Houston. But yeah, I've been doing a lot of running lately, so it's good to be back out on the roads. And I want to thank you and all of our co-hosts for helping us out over the past few weeks. It's great to have you on the show, and we look forward to having you on much more in the future.
You know, I'm always happy to be here.
Well, I wanted to take a brief moment. Of course, I've been gone for the better part of a month, and I wanted to explain a bit of my absence to the audience and mainly thank a lot of people. I went off, the intention was I was going off on vacation back in June, and that's why we set up the rotating co-hosts, because we were going to keep the show going. I went on vacation June the 18th, and quite bluntly, it was it turned into a nightmare. The morning of June the 20th, my wife, Laura, passed away. So obviously it was devastating for not only me, but for our family and for her children. And that's quite honestly an understatement. She was 55 years old. This was very unexpected and very sudden. She lived life to the fullest, and she was certainly my little angel. But for the past month, I've been working a bit behind the scenes at HCCTV to keep up to date with what's going on. And over the last couple of weeks, you know, I've done a lot of soul searching. I'm beginning my life new once again. And I really wanted to get back to doing this as soon as possible because I need some normalcy in my life. This is what I love to do. We have a mission here to keep our students, our faculty, and our staff updated. And we do that on a daily basis, you know, and I enjoy doing this. So it was important to me to get back to normal. And to me, this is normal. I love what I'm doing. I'll always love and miss my wife, but, you know, I'm in the process of my life where this is quite honestly what I need to do. And I also want to thank our HCC family for literally the hundreds of phone calls and texts and messages. It really helped me get through which was the darkest time of my life. So I thank you very much for that. Amy, you know, I hate to say it, but you know, we're going to get on with the show today. It's a Monday. It feels like a Monday, but it is good to be back. We are in social media and people can find us there. Maybe you can tell us how they can do so.
We can. And I know you know your HCC family has you, and our hearts are with you, and we're thrilled to have you back, and we'll continue to be here for you. But yeah,
well, you know, that gets me through this. So that's what's got me through the last month. So I appreciate that.
One of the best places to work.
Yep.
And we are happy to come to you live on the Houston Community College District Facebook page and YouTube, not HCC. We're also on Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, and on HCCTV at noon, 5, and 10 p.m. That's Monday through Friday.
That's right. Okay, so if you don't catch the live show, 10 a.m., you can always catch us on HCCTV. Okay, want to check in with our guests we're going to talk to in just a few moments. It is Mental Health Monday, and we've got Rany Thommen. She's the project manager for the Texana Café and the Texana Center, and she's our Mental Health Monday guest. Rany, good morning to you.
Good morning. So great to be with you this morning.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Now, I'm looking forward to hearing all about this, so stick around. You got time to grab some coffee, and we'll check in with you in about 10 minutes, all right? Okay, we're going to turn things over to Amy. And Amy, you've got Dr. Stacy Welcome joining us, and got some new things going on to benefit our students over at Central College.
Yes, welcome to the show, Dr. Stacy Welcome.
Thank you.
She's my partner over at Central College because I'm assigned to Central College as an instructional dean, and she's the dean of student services over there. And so we work together. And I'm so happy to talk to you, Dr. Welcome, about your new center that it's up and running. Can we begin there? Tell us about Central College's new transfer center design.
Yes, thank you so much, Dr. Tan, and I am excited to be here this morning. HCC Central, in 2017, we developed a transfer center, a standalone transfer center. What we found was that, students that are assigned to our advisors, obviously they get the information that they need for those who want to transfer to a university, but it was just not specialized for those students who were seeking certain types of programs. And so what we decided to do was to segment out the students that were 45 credit hours, semester credit hours or higher, and assign them to our transfer center advisors to allow them to push information to those students that was relevant for them that they needed in order to understand their next step. And so a student can either go the transfer center or our career services, depending on if they're workforce or if they're going on to a university.
And you're planning a preview day. When is that?
So what we did in our design for our transfer center, which we wrote a paper on and we presented at a conference, which was very exciting, to talk about the great things that we're doing at HCC. What we actually did was in the transfer center, instead of it being just a standalone transfer center, we have intrusive advising. We utilize our case management model. And what we do is that we developed a transfer preview day, a transfer 101 day, which is more of a workshop, and then a transfer Tuesday. And specifically the transfer Tuesday is for those universities that want to come and partner with us to recruit our students. And so they can do that within our transfer center, which is a more designed area for our students to know where to go to find those university partners. In addition to our preview day, we partner with our local universities, University of Houston Downtown, St. Thomas, University of St. Thomas, Texas Southern University, even Southern University in Louisiana, where we partner with them and allow them, and they literally bring their entire administration, student service administration, to HCC Central, and we identify the colleges that they're interested in recruiting. And so we look at our caseload, we send a communication out to those students to let them know, and it's been very successful. We've had over 200 students participate. Texas Southern even gave away a $1,000 scholarship, which one of our students was awarded and attended Texas Southern. Most of the universities waive their application fees, and we make it into a huge festival, if you will. So we have the mascots out, the students are engaged, specifically to those colleges that are interested in those recruits. So we align them specifically. And then our Transfer 101 is basically helping students understand what's necessary for them to transfer. Application day timeline for the university that they're choosing to transfer, getting support letters in place to ensure that they have the necessary documents to be able to transfer. So we work with them one-on-one to be able to do that. And this has been very successful for us. Even in the midst of the pandemic, when we had to go virtual, we conducted everything virtual. And we had a preview day with University of Houston Downtown virtual, and we had literally over 1,000 students that were logged in to it live, being able to participate. So the students are eager. They know what they want. We're just helping them to ensure that there's no gaps, and we close those gaps.
Well, this is truly meaningful and impactful work that you're doing. We have just a little bit of time left. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the opportunities for our students that you want to highlight?
Absolutely. I mean, there are great opportunities for students that want to transfer to the universities, but we also, students don't know, a lot of us don't know that we have joint admissions with most of our local universities, University of Houston, Texas Southern, University of St. Thomas, where students can co-enroll in both institutions, which gives the student an advantage. One, they can participate in the university's activities and participate in their football games if they like. But then it also gives them an edge on being a university student while being a community college. So it helps that transfer process for them. And then in addition to that is a reverse transfer. Students that leave the community college and go to the university actually have enough credit hours from the university that they can reverse back and not only get a bachelor's degree, but also complete that associate's degree. So there's a lot of opportunities for students. There's more information on our website for our transfer. If you just type in transfer in the search, it'll bring up our transfer website, and it'll provide a lot of information on what classes should I be taking if I'm planning to transfer to this university under this particular program. So a lot of helpful information.
Well, it really is important work. And I know I've spoken with representatives from the University of St. Thomas, U of H, TSU, and the thing that I always hear from them is the quality of the education that our students receive and how thrilled they are to be able to help our students continue their academic journey. So I want to thank you, Dr. Stacy Welcome, for being on the show.
Thank you for the opportunity to talk about the Transfer Center. Really appreciate it.
Really happy to see you, and we'll talk soon.
Yes.
All right. Thanks, Amy and Stacy. We appreciate that. And it is Mental Health Monday. We're doing something a little different today. We're going to take you out to Fulshire, and we've got Rany Thommen, who is the project manager of the Texana Café. And it's part of the Texana Center and our Mental Health Monday guest. Rany, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. Can't wait to share more about our amazing cafe.
Well, let's talk about that right off the top. Before we get to the cafe itself, tell us about the Texana Center and what that entails.
So Texana Center is a nonprofit behavioral health organization that has been around for many, many decades. Our main campus is in Rosenberg, Texas, but we serve 6 counties in Southeast Texas, Fort Bend County being our most populated. And recently, we constructed a building out here in Fulshire, and we're very good at providing services to individuals who need behavioral health services, individuals with intellectual disabilities. And when the idea to construct a new campus in Fulshire was brought up, Texana had the idea of, wouldn't it be great to not only provide those really meaningful behavioral health services that we've done for so many years, but how about making part of that campus a restaurant and retail space so that we can serve as a training ground for adults, individuals who have reached adulthood to gain important employment skills and prepare them for meaningful long-term employment. And in March, we grand opened, and we've been doing amazing things ever since.
And I would imagine the goal when the students or the individuals are going through this program is to get them gainfully employed. Is that correct?
That's correct. So what we found and kind of why this idea was born is that, so I am not a restaurateur by training. I'm a board certified behavior analyst. I'm a therapist. And what many of us therapists have found over the years is that while we provide meaningful treatment and train our individuals with really great skills, when they reach adulthood, they're still at home and they're not gaining employment. And so we wanted to be a part of that solution. There are lots of employers out in the community that want to hire adults with special needs, but they just don't know how. They don't know how to implement strategies or provide accommodations. And so we serve as a space to allow adults with a variety of different disabilities to learn in a supported environment by someone like myself who has training in evidence-based practices. So they are able to make mistakes in a supported setting and learn new skills. Sure. And the intention is to eventually graduate out of this internship and gain the skills needed to gain long-term employment in the future and learn all those things that you and I take for granted, whether it be learning how to wear a uniform, showing up on time, accepting feedback from a supervisor, all of it. While we might be a restaurant and retail space, we're teaching skills that can be transferred to any work environment.
And the cafe itself is not just a training ground, it's a full service cafe. You guys got a great menu and you're open for business. Is that right?
That's correct. We are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. We have an amazing menu. We have taken the time to meet with chefs, do tastings, and really do this right. We certainly don't want people to come just to be customers and serve our individuals that are in training. We want them to come because all of it's good. The staff are exceptional, the food is exceptional, and it's just a wonderful experience.
And the students get paid for this? Is a paid internship? Is that correct?
It is a paid internship. We are proud to do that, and they get paid at market rate. So the same rate that any other individual would get in the same or similar position.
You know, when we have a similar program here at HCC that works with our students, and one of the things that's very heartwarming are the stories that we do about these students. I would imagine that's something as well that strikes you, stories about the staff and the individuals that go through this program.
It's incredible. It is rewarding to serve in this role every day. There are countless stories. We're up to 14 interns now, and every one of them has their own unique story, but it is not uncommon for us to have an intern start with us as a very quiet individual with a lot of fear, either based on previous work experience or that they have no work experience and very hesitant to try new things, learn new things. We're in a restaurant setting, so we're dealing with hot things and sharp things, and there's a lot of fear and just, 30 days later, they're different people. We build confidence in them to do things. We teach them that they absolutely can. We always assume that they can. We encourage them to try those new things, and they learn that they can. They gain that feeling of accomplishment, and they're just different. They're confident, and we can't wait for your viewers to come meet them.
I've got 3 names that were in my notes, and maybe you can tell us a little bit about their stories. Lap, Cadence, and Matthew.
I'll start with Matthew. Matthew is just a charming young man. He has had previous work experience, but he came in with us super quiet, very hesitant. Again, he wanted to be the observer. We would do things and train things, and in the kitchen in particular, and it was, nope, I'll be back here. I'll just watch. I'm fine back here. And so it took some prompting and encouragement to get his hands dirty and get in there. He struggles with some fine motor challenges, so he just assumed, and maybe others in his life have assumed as well, or maybe he's heard before that he can't do these things. And again, we assume that they can unless they show us otherwise. So we're really good at breaking skills down. That's part of my training. And we build one step at a time and make sure our individuals feel accomplished at each one of those levels and build up those skills. And today he is not quiet. He is vocal. He is great with his customer service. He can handle a knife. He bakes like no other. He can put cookies in. Everything we make is from scratch, and just a totally new person.
Well, it seems like that's all of us in some shape or form, because until we get the confidence to do something, many of us, I know myself, you're going to stay in the background until you learn. But once you learn, you get that confidence and you can go about doing it. And I guess that translates to every individual.
Absolutely.
I want to ask about the interns and what their feedback was, but first I want to ask you, do you guys have partnerships with local businesses where these students, maybe businesses that come to you that says, I'd like to hire some people that go through your program for my business? Do you guys establish those businesses that or partnerships to help these individuals get jobs once they're finished at Texana Café?
So we're very new. We're in that process right now. We just opened in March, and so we're now at a time where we're looking at graduates for the first time. And so we're looking to the community. And if there are any employers tuning in right now that are interested in hiring our interns, we would love to speak with you. So we're doing that at some level now. We are both in restaurant and retail space. So we do have retail from partners in the community that have a similar mission as we do to hire adults with special needs. And so we are in conversations with them. We also exclusively sell Howdy Homemade ice cream which is an ice cream shop in Katy, Texas. And again, they hire adults with special needs, and they're always hiring. And so we're trying to do that.
Okay, so for people who are interested in going, I want to give the location. You guys are located in Fulshear. Physically, what's your address and where can they find you on the web?
On the web, we are at texanacafe.com.
Okay.
Yes, our physical address is 7440 FM 359 South here in Fulshear, Texas, 77441. If you're familiar with Fulshear, we're just a mile north of downtown Fulshear.
Okay, I'm going to take a trip out there. I got to get out there and try some good food. So I want to visit everyone working there and definitely get something to eat. We'll have the link and all their social media handles in our social media post after the show. Rany Thommen, project manager for the Texana Café, part of the Texana Center. We appreciate you joining us on this Monday.
Thank you so much. Have a great Monday.
All right, thanks, Rany. Okay, we've got, it sounds like a wonderful thing, Amy, and I know you're familiar with the students that go through our programs here at HCC that are very similar.
Yeah, our VAST program, which is award-winning, and sounds like we could create some relationships there. Yeah,
a lot of synergy. All right, some announcements, because that's kind of what we do as well. We do a few interviews, a little bit of announcements, the routine. Work study job fairs are happening this week. The work study program, want to earn some money while you're going to college, something you don't have to pay back? Well, it's time. Financial aid is hosting on-campus work study and Path to Professions job fairs at 3 campuses starting today. In fact, I think they're going on right now. They are. Path to Profession is happening right now to 2 a.m., 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., Monday, July 18th over at the Central College. And traditional work study is happening until 2 today. Tuesday through Thursday as well, July 19th and 21st at HCC Central College, West Loop, and West Houston Institute. So if you don't make it today, you still got time to do it tomorrow and the next few days. This is a great program. We hire a lot of work study students. And if you want to earn money towards your scholarship, or, if you've got a financial aid package, this is stuff you don't have to pay back, folks. So definitely get involved with that. And wow, it's art card time again, Amy.
It is. Terra Firma, HCC's award-winning art car collaboration of students from the art department and several others will be moved from the automotive department to a gated covered location at the Spring Branch campus. That will be noon, Tuesday, July 26th. It's Terra Firma, which won 3 awards at the Orange Show's Art Car Experience, including Judge's Choice, People's Choice, and Artist's Choice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. If you haven't seen it, we've done tons of stories. Look for it on our YouTube channel on this art car. And they took an old ambulance, well, not really that old, and they refurbished it. And just when you think it can't get crazier, they open it up and it's got all types of crazy stuff in it. It is phenomenal, and it's won a lot of awards. Okay, Women's Business Shower is open for business event. HCC's open for businesses, hosting a business shower celebrating women entrepreneurs. That's happening 9 a.m. to noon, Friday, August the 5th. We'll have some information in the post after our show. And I want to skip down because guess what? We're going to have a week off at Thanksgiving.
We are so excited to hear this news because COVID-19 has brought so many challenges for our students, faculty, and staff. The Chancellor's Executive Council has increased the Thanksgiving holiday by 3 days, closing the HCC system the entire week of Thanksgiving. According to the Chancellor's office, COVID reshaped the way we learn and work rapidly and required quick adoption of new behaviors. Research says work and life changing so rapidly have affected levels of stress and mental well-being at unprecedented rates and may disrupt our school, work, and family lives. In addition, this initiative does not negatively affect student learning, and it aligns with the holiday schedules of our ISD partners, which positively impacts our large dual credit student population, as well as all of us who may have children in an ISD.
Yeah, I mean, the ISD started giving their time off to all the staff and students and faculty. And, that started a few years ago. And I know several of us would just take a few extra vacation days. So we don't have to do that anymore, which is great. And you get a full week off at Thanksgiving. So, yeah, might have to go out of town for that one. Okay, fall registration is coming up. We're already talking fall 2022. Where the heck did the summer go? Well, that's going to be starting in a couple of weeks, Amy.
It really is. It's coming up quickly. We're already getting ready for our instructional days and our leadership days. And so we're getting ready to bring all the students and faculty back to campus. Registration is ongoing. So you still have all the course options. We have online anytime, online on a schedule, hybrid, in person, our hybrid labs. So go to hccs.edu/apply and make sure that you get your schedule set for fall so that you have the classes you need.
So let me ask you, I know over the last year, we've learned that about 60% of our students were taking classes online. From what you're seeing, Amy, is that still the case? Are students still preferring the online, or are you seeing them more migrating back into the classrooms?
So for summer, we actually saw a little increase in the online. And I think that had been a trend anyway, that our summer population gravitated towards online classes for a lot of reasons. They might want to be able to travel while they're taking their classes and not miss out on the credit. However, when I look at the fall numbers, we're already seeing a lot of the on-campus classes enrollment. Yeah, it's really exciting for us.
Well, it's good to know, and good to have our students back on the campuses or really just choosing the way they wish to learn. Okay, tomorrow on the show, it's Tasty Tuesday. Hard to believe that's back again. Icing Smiles will be joining us. They do baking for children impacted by critical illness in hopes of giving them an escape. Also, we'll talk to the people behind the upcoming Women's Business Shower, HCC's Open for Business program. All that and more tomorrow morning. Amy, you're coming back soon, I guess. You're going to be back.
I'll be back a couple more times before school starts.
Okay, good to see you as always. Keep running. You got like day, 10,006 right now that you're on?
No days off.
Yeah, no days off. All right, folks, have a great day. Good to have you back. Thanks for being here on this Monday. We'll see you tomorrow live, 10 a.m. for Up to the Minute.